All right, so welcome to the Forge Coffee Break. This is the episode number 12 of our coffee break, and this is an open space for no questions, general topics on Forge. Anything that you have in mind. So I have a few people joining today. Welcome. I think this is your first time joining, so double welcome.
Thanks.
And yeah, so let me get back to you. I mean, if you have any topics that you like to bring up, feel free.
Not, yeah, not particularly. It's just my first time joining.
Hmm.
I just wanted to see what this was about.
Hmm.
I became aware of this last week during the seminars, and yeah, I just wanted to see what this is about, so that
Sure.
moving forward with the work that I'm starting to do, if I could how I can use this resource.
Okay. So yeah. So the idea is to if you have topics that you'd like to discuss with your other people using Forge or even with us. We here at Autodesk we have a group of advocates that can help you develop your applications. So any kind of questions that you have, you can bring to us using the Forge support system. You can use one of the ways to book time with our team, and we have tutorials, we have blogs. There's a lot of resources that you can use, and this bi-weekly meeting is no just to join, and maybe there is someone else also using Forge and bring some topics. So that's why we have this open space, right? Like like we have on
Yep.
our offices, we have the kitchen space to for open questions. So what I
I
usually do
do
is
have a,
yes, go
sorry,
ahead.
I do have a question.
Hmm.
Um, and it's about your Autodesk viewer. Sometimes I'm getting an error. There's two instances, and I'm not sure how to handle them. One is an object tree unavailable event. And I believe that happens when you're maybe switching between models between one loads. I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong. And then the other event is the object tree created event. Sometimes it can find one of them properties. Like there's some DB properties that we add, and it seems like it can't find them. Um,
Okay.
but when it throws the error, I don't have any information about the model. So yeah, I'm not really sure if we need to worry about it, or if we need to do something to recover from that.
Okay, interesting. So so the first one is you said that the object tree unavailable event, right? So is that
Hmm.
the event is not triggering, or is it triggering with the wrong data? Do you know? Or would you like to
I
share your
haven't
screen and show us?
I haven't been able to tell.
Hmm.
So we get emails. They way they wrote the code. We get emails when this error gets triggered, and I haven't been able to trigger it myself. So that's why I'm
Okay.
trying to find out a little bit more about this,
Hmm. Okay, understood.
because
So it,
I haven't
yes.
even been able to get an email when I have more information about the error. Like right now, it just says something along the lines of like object error.
I see. Okay, so it's possible that the object tree is not available depending on the type of the module. So let's say if you have a PDF, for instance, right? There's a typical case where in most cases there is no object tree because it's just flat geometry. That can
Hmm.
also be the case with, I believe, OBJ. That's also the case, and 2D drawings as well. So the object tree may not be available depending on the file type that you have. I've
Right.
never seen I've never seen these throwing errors just because of that. What could be is it is that your code is relying on the object tree to do something, and when you try to read it, it's not there, right? So I think the question is 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 the object tree not really not available on that kind of drawing, or maybe you are trying to get that information too soon when it's not yet available. So for the second case, right, what you can do is to look for the object tree loaded event, because that will tell you, okay, now the tree is loaded, now you can use it. Right?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So if you really depend on the object tree, I would say to watch for this event, and when it get called, right, and then inside that event you run your code, because at that point you know it's there.
Got it.
Yeah, interesting question. What you can also do is once you get more information about the code and the specific error message, you can either send that to us. You can use Stack Overflow, for instance, just use the Autodesk-Forge tag, or you can post to forge.help@autodesk.com email. Let me show you quickly here. Right here. So Stack Overflow tags, and we have the Autodesk Forge, or you can say Autodesk Viewer, and those are all the questions with the viewer that someone is using. You see that we answer most of the questions, right? There is at least one answer, or we will answer all the questions. I mean, sometimes we have to ask a few clarification points, but we actively monitor that. So you can post here or send by email.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get more information from them. I mean, I added something that should give me more information on the next email, so I'll be sure to reach out to you guys.
Great. And you can also try to book a time with us, right? So let me show you something else. So calendly.com, Autodesk Forge, and this is the entire team. And you can just book a time. We call it doctor is in, just like a doctor's appointment, right? And so depending on where you were based, you can see our time zone here. So just let's say select where is myself here. Here I am. Just click here and find one of the times that I'm available for questions. So this week I'm pretty blocked this week, but next week, for instance, right? Or you can find someone else on my team and just book a time.
Great, thank you. Those were the only questions I had at the time. So.
Sure. So yeah, that's interesting because Mark was mentioning about what kind of resources we have available. So that was a good way to review that, right? The Calendly option, as I mentioned, is a way to book a time to look at your code and see what's wrong there. So we can help. Stack Overflow, just use the Autodesk Viewer or Autodesk Model Derivative, for instance. Any of the APIs we have available, just use the tag Autodesk dash the name of the API. And we do have a series of tutorials. Let me show you one if you are interested in. So learnforge.autodesk.io. This is a tutorial that you can use. It's really step by step how to view models, and it's self-guided, right? There is a code sample here on how to create a server in different languages. Let's say .NET Core, right? How to create a project, what kind of variables we need. It's all described in here. And if you're looking for more specific topics, we have this idea of doing lightning talks. So it's a class, but it's not like 1 hour long. It's very short, 15 minutes, focused on one specific topic. And we had a series of lightning talks during AU 2 weeks ago, and everything was recorded. And all of those classes, all of those talks are available here. And so let's say you're doing, I don't know, point cloud with the viewer. There is one topic here, how to basics of design automation how to make BIM 360 your own with customization, etc. So there's a lot of interesting topics, even in Japanese, Chinese, French, and Spanish as well. So interesting topics and classes. Everything's recorded. It's a YouTube video showing how to do this. So just a different resource.
Cool.
I hope that helps you, Mark, if you're getting started.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I also signed up for the Candy Cane Accelerator next week.
Cool. I think we're sending the confirmation today for everyone. So yeah, hope to see you there. Do you have a project in mind? Or what kind of project do you have in mind?
Yeah, I already have an add-in that takes it's a P&ID drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And basically a JSON file that just tells me which parts of the drawing to keep or throw out. So we've got a project right now. We manufacture building automation controllers, and we've got a web interface that lets our users basically build programs for the controllers, and we want to be able to generate the corresponding, P&ID drawings and wiring drawings and that kind of stuff.
Is that for factories, like plant factories?
It's HVAC, so commercial building automation.
Okay. So are you planning to use design automation for that?
Yeah, I'm going to be using design automation for that.
Okay. For AutoCAD, design automation for
AutoCAD,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or Revit.
For AutoCAD.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
so
just line
to do
drawings.
The P&ID. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah, it's an interesting project. Usually with those accelerators, we have a very, even when it's online, we have a limited number of seats because we have to make sure that we can pay attention to everyone. And I don't know, I think my colleague Jaime, he's reviewing all the proposals. I know we got almost 30 different proposals, and which is a lot. It's very interesting. And yeah, he's probably going to send the confirmations today.
Yeah, I think I got a letter this week from Caroline saying that I was in the queue somewhere. So yeah.
Sure. Excellent.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it will be fun. I mean, we're trying to run one every month for the accelerator. So this is for December, we have one for late January. And again, I think it's late February. Again, one more. So we have a pretty intense agenda.
It's nice to be able to block out a week because I've been trying to get this going for almost a month now, and there's always something else to do. So this way I can tell them, hey, I'm busy this week.
So where are you located?
We're located in Montreal,
Montreal,
Canada. Yeah.
So Montreal is East Coast, right? I'm terrible.
Is Quebec is sort of east, not coast, but it's Eastern Canada.
Eastern, yes. So yeah, Eastern time zone. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we have a lot of people from this time. I think we have a lot of people from Europe and Eastern US or Eastern Americas. So that's usually the time that is more that we are busier. But the accelerator runs 24 hours because we have people in different geos, right? So it starts 9 a.m. China and goes all the way to 6 p.m. Pacific time, and then China take over again and next day. So if you want to work late or work very early, it's also possible. We often see people working until, I don't know, 10, 11, midnight, because they keep working on it, and there's always someone there to help you.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. I think there's one more thing for next week is that we are having some space for data visualization extension. So this is also something that we will be working with a few customers next week. So this data visualization is an extension on top of the viewer to show no kind of IoT data, or actually it's data visualization, right? IoT is a subset of data visualization. And we are testing this new extension, and it's in beta. And next week, it's time to work with some of the attendees to refine what we have. And if you are interested in that, there is a blog post explaining, and also there is a sample, hyperion.autodesk.io. If I open this one, it's quite neat. You can just see data on top of your model, and it's easier than doing that yourself. So that's the biggest benefit. If I have all the sensors, still loading.
Yeah, actually, I think that would be something that we as a company would probably be interested in, because basically with the IoT stuff, our controllers are moving in that direction also, and I can see customers starting to ask us for this kind of work. I mean, traditionally we've made we made bitmaps out of floor plans and just pasted our own stuff on there. But as time goes on, I think people want to integrate that to some of their own models.
Yeah, interesting. So this is very it's common with plant kind of design, right? Because the next step is to manage the plant you have, and as you mentioned, PNID, this is it's typical on that kind of industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll look into that. Thanks.
Okay, so yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other topics, questions you'd like to bring up?
No, nothing for me. Thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice
same.
meeting you. Thanks again.
Yeah, so just before I let you go, give me just a sec. We're gonna attend one more time. We are trying to run this bi-weekly. So the next one will be December 16th, same time, and same link. Just join again. So this is the last one before the end of the year, and then we're giving a break and coming back again early January. So again, bi-weekly. Sorry, the next one is in 2 weeks. We have a break and then come back in January, and then resume that bi-weekly. So open space, bring any questions, and let's chat. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.